Are you trying to negotiate the best financing deal when you're working with a builder? It's no secret that the builders have a lot of leverage right now because there's a severe housing shortage, especially in California. But what a lot of people don't know is that the builder's lenders, they're usually tied in with the builder. And there's all kinds of rebates and sharing that they do between the builder and the lenders. But I wanted to tell you a way that you can really get a leg up when you're working on negotiating financing and you're looking at a new construction property. So one of the little secrets is that the builders are always going to get their money, and the lenders that work for the builders, they're always going to get their money. They're all tied together. But what I want to tell you about is a way to get an extra $10,000 in your pocket towards closing costs by working with the builder's lender, and then finding another trusted local lender that can help you out after the transaction. So if you're going through the transaction right now with a builder, and they present to you the loan estimate, there's usually going to be some kind of a credit in there. And any lender can give you a credit. The way that the builders lenders do it is they hike up the interest rate a little bit, show you a credit on paper, and then also the builder themselves, they're usually giving you a credit to go with their preferred lender because they're getting some kind of benefit from that. So the builder's lender is going to show you a credit. The builder's probably going to throw in a credit. So maybe they're offering you $6,000 with a credit. But a great thing to do is to say to the builder's lender, hey, how much more credit can I get? What if we go up a little bit higher on the interest rate? How about if we go up another 0.5% on the interest rate? What does the credit look like for that? And you'd be surprised that you can maybe get a credit of a lot more than you were initially offered from the builder's lender. Now there's limits on how much credit they can give you. Usually it can't be more than the total closing costs and taxes, the escrows and all that stuff. But we're talking about significant numbers, especially with the high tax rates at some of these new construction communities. You could be talking about $15,000, $20,000 in closing costs that the builder's lender could give you credit for just by bumping up the rate a little bit. So for example, if you have a $600,000 loan that you're getting on a new construction property, and say the builder's lender is offering you a rate of 4%. So what you can say is, if we go up higher on the interest rate, can you give me more credit? I really need help with covering these closing costs. So if they go up higher on the interest rate, 0.5% or even a whole percent higher, if you're getting an interest rate of 5% on that, the monthly payment's only going to be about $300 higher. So if you can afford that higher payment for a few months, get all that extra cash towards your closing costs, get everything covered, and then find another local lender who's not affiliated with the builder, ask them to do a refinance for you a couple months down the road after maybe you make your first payment. So you've only had one payment that's $300 higher. They can refinance you into the lowest market interest rate that's available. Wouldn't be anything out of pocket for the refinance. There may be a few $1,000s in closing costs that you're going to have to pay. But if you can get $20,000 worth of credit and have a payment that's a couple $100s higher for, I don't know, 2-3 months, even 6 months, then you're talking about maybe $2,000 more that you're paying in interest on those payments for $20,000 in credit. So seems like a no-brainer to me. Hit me up. Let me know if you need any more tips on how to work with the builders lenders. There's a lot of competition out there. Sometimes they can offer you things that other lenders can't. So sometimes it'll be a good idea to go with them, but just make sure you're getting the maximum credit and that you're looking for the next steps after you close that loan so you can get into the best longer-term deal. Mortgage Seth here, and I'm always happy to help. Thanks. Bye-bye.